All right, what's going on, people? It's been a minute since I made a video. I've been in big LA. I'm hyped to make a video. I'm excited to be sitting here. Music reactions are probably going to come out, but I have some stuff that's been sitting in my tabs on my Safari thing on my computer for way too long. Some tears, some just a bunch of shit. Okay, I don't want to spoil everything I want to do for the channel, but subscribe, you can see it all. But I have a bunch of ideas, so it's time to do a couple of them. I wanted to rank. Now, even though this is really, really old news, these are rappers that I very familiar with, okay? These are the Jeez. It just sounded like I said jizz, but it's okay. It's okay. We got the big three right here. I don't even know if they qualify as the big three anymore. I fucking highly doubt it. But we got Drake's albums right here, J. Cole's albums right here, and Kendrick's albums. All their discographies, all in one thing right here. Look at it! 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 I want all of you to look at it! Like I said, since I have an opinion on all of these, I wanted to, you know, put them all in a thing, talk about them, discuss them. I get this beef is like fucking ancient Roman time shit, but that's okay. We're gonna do it. All these albums are still fresh on my mind. I know these, I bump these, I return to these. So let's go. Let me shut my mouth. Fuck. We got my phone right here. We got Spotify fucking loaded up in this bitch, just in case I forget, you know, how banger some of these albums are. I don't know. Again, let me shut my mouth. Let's go. 2014 Forest Hill Drive. Phone stay! 2014 Forest Hill Drive, number one. This album is fucking ridiculous. Extremely returnable. Ooh, I'm fucking... And I can't get too into depth with these because we got so many albums. So I'm going to kind of keep it surface level. If you want like a more in-depth type of thing, maybe I can do a re-listen to albums I actually fuck with, and then you can get my full opinions. But anyway, I think I'm going to have to put it 9 out of 10. Barely scratch. It is sniffing the shit out of this 10. It's sniffing that bit, but I think I gotta put it in 9. There's a couple that I don't return to, but this is an extremely returnable album. Extremely bumpable. Very old, 12 years old, still very bumpable. We got Untitled right here, Kendrick. Obviously, this is unfinished. Some songs I sit there and bang, but a lot I completely look over. Completely. I don't know. There's a couple I bang here, and I know this album isn't like something to put my nose up on, but I think this is 6. I don't have too many bangers on here. I mean, it's only 8 tracks. I got 2 of these saved. We got this one right here too. Pimp, pimp. Hooray! So I'm just gonna put it out of 6. Let me know. That is a good one. Let me know if I need to re-listen to Untitled. I'll do a whole reaction on that. But from what I know, 6 out of 10. Born Sinners next. That's a banger. Pretty returnable. Definitely not Forest Hill Drive level. Pretty close. I think realistically that's a 7. I'm sure I can be convinced. There's going to be people that can convince me in the comments. At the end of this, I'm going to see if I messed up anywhere, and I'm going to go back. You know, when everything's out there, I'm going to go back and see if I fucked up with where I put anything. But for now, I'm going to put it in 7. We'll see where I decide later. We got Good Kid, Mad City. Oh my god. White Boy and Me doesn't really, like, you know, look at this album like anything crazy, because I think Damn is my favorite project by Kendrick, but we'll get to that later. I'm going to put this in an 8, only because it is not as returnable to me, White Suburbs Boy, as a bunch of other albums that are on this list, okay? I think it's 8 out of 10. Some people are going to think it's fucking, that's ridiculous, but hear me out on some of the stuff. I don't know how many things are going to go in 10 out of 10, so we'll see. I'll put it in there. We got some bangers on there. Let me check that out. I just like that. I'm a visual guy, okay? Stuff leaves my mind until I look at the album. We'll see what's on here. Backseat Freestyle, bro. We got fucking Poetic Justice, Good Kid. Oh, this song's a nation, baby. What else is on this bit? Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. Yeah, sure. Yeah, see this? There are absolute classic joints on this bitch. And I'm not gonna, but again, returnability is a big factor, so we'll keep it pushing with this. Might delete later. Very random projects by Cole. I don't know. I think that's a solid 7. I think it had some vibes in there that I wasn't expecting out of Cole, and it came out at a time that I wasn't expecting. Was that a surprise album? Crocodile Tears is pretty fucking slept on, bro.
Yes, sir, it's me. Not 2, not 3. The Uno, G-O-A-T.
I just held up the wrong fucking numbers like a dumb little white asshole. We gotta keep it pushing though. Let me not harp too long. I might delete later. I'll throw it in a 7. We got maybe my favorite album on here. Okay, that's gonna say a lot about some shit, but I'm a producer, bro, okay? Not everything. And the lyrics there are some deep ass lyrics on Nothing Was the Same. But the production holds a lot of weight as well. It's very important to me having those things collide, okay? Storytelling is one thing. That'll take an album so far, you know what I mean? Same with production. That can only take it so far, but Nothing Was the Same, to me, has an abundance of both. I think it's a 10. It's my favorite Drake album, possibly my favorite album on here. I'm not sure, but I'm throwing it in 10, our first 10. Let's move on. We can get into depth maybe a little bit later. We got Sideline Story right here, Cole World. This, I don't return to it too much. This is very early Cole. Cole kind of not finding himself because he's already like, you know, fucking writing his ass off on all these songs. But I'm going to put this in a solid 7. Actually, I think it's the same level as Untitled. I think I'm going to throw it in the same level as Untitled. It's something that I can respect and I can understand is dope. Maybe I need to re-listen to it. It's nothing I'm harping over, okay? That's as far as I'll go. CLB, Certified Lover Boy, not a bad fucking project, okay? It went. This is my storyline on that album. It comes out, I fuck with it, right? I get like 2 months, I fuck with it. It takes a heavy decline for like 3 years. I don't fuck with CLB. And I would say in the last like year, I'm fucking with it a little more. I don't know. I think I'll put that shit in a 7. It can be convinced also a 6. But returnability is a big thing. 7's dope. There's songs on there that you can put on in front of a lot of people and they'll fuck with it. Pull it up right here. I want to stare at it. Yeah, there's some bangers. I almost said Campaign. Champagne Poetry, Love All, Fair Trade, TSU, In Too Deep is dope too. No Friends in the Industry, Race My Mind, Get Along Better, bro. Oh my god, underrated banger. This shit better play, bro. Why isn't it not playing through my goddamn computes? Play that shit, boy.
I think that's what on my line. Getting even, I'm ready for it. We should really be together more. In the light, right? Fuck the world up on my life.
Drake got me doing a little too much. Am I still fucking recording through the mic? God damn. Drake got me doing too much, bro. I guess that was more Cuddy's doing. Cuddy on that song is so fucking good. I love it. I'm gonna keep it at a 7 though. There's too many other songs that I could give two shits about. That bring it down a little bit, but it's a 7. It's returnable. Let me catch my bro. Everyone like makes fun of bikers and shit on the side of the road and runners and whatever, but bro, at least they can do what I just did without, you know, shortness of breath. Because goddamn, I need to hit the fucking treadmill, bro. Darkling Demo Tapes is next, and that's another one that slept on. I don't know if I said anything else slept on, but this one is fucking a sleeper to me. And they're throwaway projects. I think we're gonna have to do another 7. Shout out Drake getting a bunch of fucking 7s, but I think. Yeah, I can't bring it up higher or lower than that. I can't be convinced it's anywhere near. This is going to have to move, man. We'll see. We'll see later. I'm going to keep that there for rage bait, but we'll see what happens. I usually don't do that. That has nothing to do with rage bait. That's just how I feel about it, but people are going to be like, what the fuck? Some sleepers on there. You can go tune into that project. I've already pulled up too many albums. We'll save that for later. But For Other Dogs, 5 to 4 out of 10. 5 to 4. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with For Other Dogs. It's Drake that we've heard watered down so many times, and Drake can be so much better than all the songs on For Other Dogs. He can do so much better. So I'm gonna put it at a 5 out of 10. Probably not a 4, but definitely a 5. Damn, we got a lot of Drake in a row. Is that on purpose? What the fuck? Oh, let me mix these up a little bit. We got a lot of these in a row. Damn, up this because Drake has so many fucking projects. He's been in the game so long. It's so stupid. Okay, now More Life. More Life is also a banger, and I think it is the same level as Good Kid, Mad City, and people are gonna trip on their nutsacks over this shit, and I understand, but this is how Jordan White Boy right here in this chair is. This is how I listen to stuff. This is how I rank these things, okay? Fuck! Bro, I need some like meds or some shit. Why am I yelling so much in this video? Oh my god! Let me know if you think I'm tripping. Let me know if you agree. The whole reason I do this is to talk music with you guys, so just let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely so curious on what you think that I'm tripping on, or it would be nice to see what you think I do well on as well, motherfuckers. I'm saying the F word way too much. Let's keep it pushing. Damn is next. Damn is a 10 out of 10. Damn is amazing. I really do not think that there is a song on there that is weak, to be honest. This is one that I can go through and like I'll honestly probably fuck with every song down the line. Blood, DNA, Yeah, Element. Like you can look at this. Look at all those greens from being saved into my playlists. Look at all the greens and shit. Perfect album, one of my favorites. And I'll be listening to that my whole life probably. Honestly, Nevermind, not a bad album. This is the Drake that pushes some boundaries. People didn't fuck with it. See, like this is the problem with this is the problem with motherfuckers. When somebody, you know, is getting into a bubble and they need to try some new shit, and people are getting, you know, kind of irritated with the artist, and it's all the same shit. Drake puts out Honestly Nevermind, and people were clowning on that like I'd never seen. I was listening to it like, oh, Drake's in a new bag, and people are here shitting their shorts. Get it together. That's why people don't branch out like Drake. That's why those big time dudes don't branch out. But fuck it, that's a whole nother conversation. Honestly, Nevermind, I like. It's not higher than a 6 though. I'll throw it in a 6. A lot of people think that's 3 below. That is so stupid. It's definitely a 6, and there are songs on there that are very, very good for the certain vibe that you're looking for, bro. House. It's house music, man. The fuck. Get it together. The Fall Off. I realized later that I fucked up and said The Fall Off instead of The Off Season, and that got me thinking though that The Fall Off isn't even on here, and I'll probably throw that in a 7. But it's not even on the shit, so it doesn't matter. But I thought I'd let you know, motherfucker. I don't hear too much about this album. I don't know the extreme public consensus on this. But I fuck with this album a ton. And from what I see and know, I think it's slept on. I'm putting that in 8. I think it's an 8 out of 10 J. Cole album. I actually do want to pull this one up as well. Let me see about this. No, not Fall Off. This is Off Season, right? Off Season. Did I say that wrong? The Off Season. Bro, I'm tripping. I'm sorry about that. Forgive me, Lord. Amari, My Life, Applying Pressure, Pride is the Devil, Let Go My Hand, Close, and Hunger on the... If y'all don't know Hunger on the Hillside, one of my favorite J. Cole songs to release. It gets me in this mood where I literally think I can achieve fucking anything this planet has to offer. The world is mine. I've been doing a lot of yelling. I don't understand. It's like 10 a.m. It's 11 a.m. So we're chilling. You know, I could scream. I could scream. If you can't think you can overcome anything in the world,
Shit gon' get hard, keep your head strong.
I take that shit extremely seriously. That's one of my favorite songs ever, man. I think it's an 8 out of 10. If I don't chill out, I'm gonna start sweating in here. I'm gonna lose my breath. So Far Gone, we got really early Babyface Drake. I fuck with it. There's definitely, I can see. I don't know if it is a classic. I don't think Drake hit classic levels until a little after this point. But I can respect this album enough to drop it in a 7. Maybe a 6. Shout out Dashy. Let me look at it first, actually. I don't know. This is super, like, whiny Drake. Yeah, I don't think it goes above 6. I'll keep it at 6. 66. To Pippa Butterfly. Pippa Butterfly, 9 out of 10. I personally do not listen to... I personally do not listen to it enough to bring it up to a 10. The two above it in 10 are in my car, in my headphones and everything. They're blasting way more than To Pimp a Butterfly. But the respectability to make a project like that, and the things he speaks about, and the things everything included, those beats, everything about it, it's very, very, very respectable to me. The thing that brings it down, like I said, replayability for me in my car, my whip, and everything. And, you know, suburbs white boy, I'm not like out here relating to the things he's talking about or anything like that. It's just, you know, y'all feel me. I don't need to go into depth too much about that. Y'all feel me. Big Steppers is 7. Big Steppers is nothing crazy, man. And this was after Damn 2. I think it was the album. Was it the album right after Damn? I don't even know, but I was pretty disappointed about this. I had a pretty cool listening experience with this. I was in 2 separate cars with a bunch of my friends, and we both played the album at the same time, and we all listened to it. No, he dropped like Black Panther isn't his album. So yeah, Big Steppers is the album after Damn. So I was pretty disappointed. There's some songs I'm definitely returning to. Let me pull it up while I have it here. I might as well. N95, obviously Die Hard, Rich Spirit, Purple Hearts, Count Me Out. Savior's really fucking good, and so is Mirror. I listen to this all the time. Take Care. Take Care's got to be a 9, I think. Take Care. It could be on the same level right here. I can totally see that. But this shit is Drake's first classic, and there are too many classics to fucking point my nose up at. Is that a saying? I think I've said it 2 times in this video. I don't know if I edited out the other one. But is that a thing? Point my nose up, right? That means like disregard it, right? I hope so, but yes, I disregard it. I kind of lost my train of thought thinking about my nose. If you're reading this, it's too late. Oy! Holy shit. Did I mean to put this here? I meant shit. I think I gotta put that in 9. If you were to ask me in about like 2018, 2019, if you'd ask Jordan then, I'd be putting it in 10. But I don't think it holds up as well. Obviously, it holds up enough to be in a 9 to me, but it just can't be a 10 in my opinion. It is ridiculous though. So that is Drake in his bag fully. Rapping his ass off. The beats he was choosing, the people he was working with, it's fucking ridiculous. One of my favorite versions of Drake. I gotta put that at 9. Her Loss, not a bad fucking record. I think Her Loss is probably a 7 as well. I think it's definitely in the same category as all these other albums. Drake 21, they work together very fucking well. It didn't work as well as I wanted it to, or hold up as well as I wanted it to. It didn't hold up as well as I wanted it to. That's why it brings it down to a 7, you know. I'm not really out here bumping it, telling people to turn it on, but when I hear some of those songs and my brother turns it on, or some of my friends, I'm not upset. I'll be Friday Night Lights, early Cole. I have a really old reaction to this. When he dropped it in like 2024, it was really early my channel. So I don't really remember it too much. I only listened to it once. I'll put it in a 6 because I remember thinking it wasn't bad, but it was like it was just J. Cole songs from way back. So it was like experimental and cool and new, but I don't give a fuck. For Your Eyes Only, so slept on, I think. I don't know how people feel about it. Let me know in the comments, but I fucking love this album enough to put it in a 9, I think. I love that album so much. It's super strong. A lot of cool messages I fuck with. A lot of cool beats I fuck with. I think it's dope. So fuck you. Actually, I love you. KOD, another dude. This was dope. I loved this in high school. I think this came out in 2018. I graduated in 2019, and this came out. I thought it was so dope. J. Cole on a bunch of trap stuff was the coolest thing I could ask for. And me personally, in 2020 here, I'm gonna put it there for right now. Let me go look at it. In 2026, I don't know how much I'm returning to it. No, this shit is hard. I'm returning to these, actually. I lie. Motivate, ATM, Kevin's Heart, 1985, KOD. No, this is dope. This is dope. ATM, this is dope.
Now that I'm miserable, don't wanna fall off, so I'm all in my bag. Thinking God like it's biblical. I know it's gonna solve every problem I have.
I think I'm gonna put an 8. Only, it just checks off the boxes for me personally. J. Cole on trap stuff is so fucking clean to me, okay? So I gotta put it in 8. People are gonna think I'm tripping, put it in the same level as this, and I understand, man. But everything's gonna be okay. Habibti, 5 out of 4. Or 5 out of what the? Maybe even a 4. Habibti's stupid. I get the point of it, getting Drake out of his label, blah, blah, blah. 5. I don't really have too much to say on that. What a Time to Be Alive. I think that's a solid 8. Solid 8 out of 10. Future Drake in their primes as well, in my opinion. I think this was 2015 Future and Drake. Oh my god. And 2015 Metro all over that. Jesus Christ. It's one of my favorites. Talk about returnability. I've brought that up a million times, but a lot of these albums are old, so that's important. Old in terms of, you know, whatever. But that's very important. Okay, that's very important. We're doing a tier list in 2026, so I have to consider how well it's holding up, and it is. It really, if all those songs were to drop today, we would think they were just as hard as we did in 2015. What is this motherfucking called? This is Scorpion. Scorpion's a solid 7. It's a little too long. I could be convinced to 8. There are people that could probably convince me. There are some really good songs. I just think it's way too long. There are too many like little kind of mid songs that sneak in there for me to bring it up. So I'll just keep it at a 7. I do think it's pretty dope. A lot of the songs I return to, but you know. Over Dedicated, I've never. This is Kendrick, right though? Right? I've never listened to this in my life. I'm gonna put it in 6 for now, just so we could. I have no opinion. Just to let you know. Let me know if it is worth it to react to that. I've never heard a single song in there, but I'm willing to react to it if I see some comments about it. Thank Me Later. Thank Me Later. Sick, bro, but I don't know. Ooh. Thank Me Later. Thank Me Later has some songs that are like those shits are old. They're older than all of my siblings. My oldest sibling was born in 2011. And some of those songs still hold up. I think I'm going to throw it in 7, honestly. That shit still bangs, though. No, I'll keep it at 7. I'll keep it at 7. Views, I'll throw an 8. It's holding up really well. A lot of the songs on there, I don't like as much as I used to. But a lot of that shit is carrying some weight in 2026. I'll keep it in there. I like Views a lot. Let me know how you feel about Views. Section 80. I think that's another one that I would love to have a re-listen, like just a refresher on the channel. Let me know about that one as well if I need to react to it. But as far as I'm concerned, this shit is a 7. As far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at it right now, and there's only 4 songs in here that I fuck with. But there are definitely, I'm positive there are other ones in there that are sneaking by me that I just haven't heard. Let me know. I'm gonna throw it in 7 as far as I know right now. We got Maid of Honor next. Oh shit, Maid of Honor's another 5. Maid of Honor's not good. Another thing that I understand. Look, we got only Drake albums out in the 5s. That is crazy. I did not realize that. But you can't blame me for those, right? I hope not. Regardless, I'm gonna put it in there. I get it. It was for the label. Blah blah blah. Shout out Drake, but blah. Iceman is the last one. Iceman's definitely better than those, but Iceman is also nothing to ride home about. It's nothing. Like, you know what I mean? This is stuff Drake's been putting out for fucking ever. Okay? And I understand. My dad and brother were telling me, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That works in pretty much every single case except for like this type of shit. And I'm surprised Drake has been getting away with it this long. And I love Drake, but I'm going to put it in 7. I'm just surprised Drake has been getting away with that sound this long and no one's been like, okay, we're good with it. I'm just surprised. Iceman's definitely not bad. Obviously, I throw it in 7, but Jesus, bro. If he drops another album that sounds exactly like that, I think people are going to start being upset, just like me. I know I'm not the only one. There are probably hundreds of people that have been saying that for probably 5 years, 6, 7 years even. The whole thing. Let me know how you feel. Let me see if I can get it all in frame, actually. Oh, shit. All right, here's the whole tier list. I got it all. Hopefully you can see it all. Let me know where I fucked up. Let me know what you would have switched around. I'm not going to switch anything around. I knew I said that I was going to, but fuck it. I'm not going to do that. I'll just stick with my gut, okay? But let me know how you feel. Like I said before, I want to know what you guys think about this type of shit. I want to know. I have a bunch of ideas, so don't get it twisted. Let me know if you have any other ideas of like tier lists I should do. Brackets I also love doing. I'm about to run out of space on this camera, but I love you. Sub to the channel. A lot of shit coming out. Mwah. If there are albums you want me to react to, tell me!